Jason and his stinky feet. He's gonna go wash them in the tub. Gonna rub some soap between his toes, so all of his bros don't have to smell his toes. His toes burnt my nose. They did not smell like a rose.
All right. I'm ready.
And go. Oh, man. Well, go ahead and just pop it. I mean,
Okay.
let's just go ahead and get that over with real quick.
3.
All right. Jason's feet are all washed up, ready to go.
This week, we both had pretty active. Well, mine wasn't. Well,
Your-
it was
yours-
last
yours wasn't really-
Saturday.
Yours wasn't really active, was it?
Well, I had quite a bit of activity between our podcasts
Okay.
here. So was it last Saturday? Yeah. Not this Saturday, but last Saturday was the Nathan's Pigpalooza thing,
That's right.
And
yeah, I was working that weekend. Yep.
and I DJ'd that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
That's cool.
So that was fun, and we commentated on the pig roundup thing,
Okay.
catching the pigs.
That's
so we were
cool.
like sports commentators.
Nice. I heard that
Um,
was a pretty big turnout.
Yeah, there was like 200 people just around that round pen there watching that.
That's crazy.
I think they had like 400 or so throughout the whole day.
Wow.
So, yeah,
It's nuts.
it went well. And then I played some live music as well at the end there. That was
You physically played?
Yeah.
this? Okay.
yeah, it went all right.
Why'd you make that face for?
I was incredibly underprepared.
Did you not know that you were going to have to do that?
Well, not until like Tuesday, and it was on Saturday.
Gotcha.
So I had like 5 days to prepare, which is not a lot of time.
Not if you're working and stuff too.
No.
I mean,
Yeah, I got like maybe 2 hours of practice in total.
so what'd you
Before
end up playing?
So what I did, I came up with this on the fly because I was supposed to do half an hour, and I had like 15 minutes maybe. So I was like, yo, what if I just...
Do it again. You do your 50 minutes and just restart. Is this a Chuck E. Cheese?
What I did is I started out like with some of my comedy thing. So I did the
From the family? Okay.
So I did the water bottle thing and all that, and then I did that repeat stuff song.
Okay.
And then I moved into normal music.
Gotcha.
And and I did mostly my own compositions. It was good.
There you go.
Went well. Except the piano cut out once and I had to restart, but that was all right. Like the piano just stopped working.
Oh.
Of course, I was part of setting up the sound, so I guess it's my fault, but
Yeah,
still don't know what happened.
You should have yelled.
Yeah, it was like, sound guy?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You should have yelled like it wasn't you. Like, I can't believe this guy did this. Hold on, guys. I'll do it.
Yeah, but luckily there wasn't very many people watching me at all, so it wasn't like super
So there
a big
was
deal.
300 people there and nobody's watching you? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
When
kinda-
I was
kind of
doing
a
the
downer.
comedy song, I was watching like one guy grooving out to it.
Oh,
and that
that's
was it.
hilarious.
He was cracking up at it. It was just like one guy, and the
That's-
rest were just little kids.
That's great.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
He's out there just like, yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
for real.
yeah. I like it. I get it.
So that was fun. I know I had some other stuff, but I'm not remembering. Anyway, I was sick for most of the week, so yeah, got a lot of editing done. Woo.
Yeah, I guess that's a good time to do that.
Yep.
So you were sick, better, and then sick again.
Mhm.
Was it two different?
Same symptoms. Yeah. So maybe the same sickness just came back.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Need to get that vitamin C up.
Probably, yeah.
Or go outside more often.
Yeah, for real. Like, because my work is all inside now,
Yeah.
which is really, that's interesting. I never had to, like,
Do you still work with kids?
Mm-hmm.
It could have just been that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they just carry everything.
Yep.
Licking doorknobs and they carry everything. It's just mutates inside them.
Yeah.
I know. I got two. Constantly somebody's sick.
Yep. So, of course, you had a big weekend, right?
Oh yeah. It was fun. Had another comp in Indy. This was just a fun one. Basically, I just had this one. I'll maybe have one in December for a fun one and local, and then I'll have another one in February, and then it's time to train for nationals after that. So, but yeah, I went to Indy. It was a pretty decent sized comp. In Indy, we probably had, I think they said 40 lifters overall, which is a pretty decent one for a small area. And they ran it not that great, unfortunately. It was supposed to start, rule briefing and warm-up started at 8. First lift should have started at 9. They didn't start doing the rules till 8:30. I think first lift didn't start till like 9:30. And then they just ran it so slow. We didn't get out till like 5 p.m. And I was in the last flight. So there's 4 flights. I was in the last flight. And I was like the last lifter in that flight. So I'm like the last to go for everything. So by 5 o'clock, I'm literally finishing up the last flight. So, but it still turned out pretty decent in my favor. I hit new PRs on squat and deadlift. Bench, I didn't feel comfortable whatsoever. I don't know why I couldn't get comfortable. I did 375. That's all I got. I went to 390 after that and couldn't get it. 375 was shaky and weird. My hand placement was off. I felt rushed. I just didn't like how they were running the meet. So I had a lot of weird things going on. Of course, traveling, sleeping in a hotel. I don't sleep that great, which I didn't sleep that bad actually. But I woke up with heartburn and indigestion and felt kind of off. I'm like, oh no, like, am I getting sick? Are these symptoms? I was snotty, which I just, bigger cities make my, everything just flare up for whatever reason. So I took my allergy medication. I took some antacids, drank a cup of coffee, and just was really blowing my nose and cleaning out of my sinuses. And finally got to where I was kind of normal, felt decent. Stomach was still a little messed up from heartburn, indigestion stuff going on, and I was a little worried how, I think that may have affected me a little bit, but by the time and that was like 4 a.m. when I woke up, all this was going on. So I had plenty of time to kind of try to get myself decent feeling with that type of stuff going on, small symptoms.
Right.
But still pretty decent. I ended up getting, so at the gym that I go to, the powerlifting gym, they have records in the gym. You have to be a member of the gym, and it has to be at a drug-tested official meet like what I was at to get on the record board. I broke my weight class record for deadlift and total, so I am now officially on their record boards at the gym, or I will be once he gets everything together and gets my name on there. But for deadlift, and I got like, it was I can't remember now, 622, so I think for deadlift is 620 something for deadlift, and then my total, and it was like over 1,500 total. So so I ended up getting the deadlift and the total record up there. If I do the lift in December, I have a chance of getting the ADFPF state deadlift record in total if I can hit all the same numbers. But I don't know if I'm going to go for all three and try to get the total. I think I may just go in and because it's going to be like a month since this comp till that one, so there's not a lot of time in between. I may just go in there and try to knock out the deadlift and maybe get the state record for deadlift and just kind of be done with that part. I don't know for sure because I'll be training technically for the competition in February, so I'll be kind of in the middle of a training session too.
Right.
So I don't know for sure if that's what we'll do. I haven't really talked to my trainer a whole lot about it, but I might try to run in there and just snag that state record real quick.
Yeah.
just to have a state record.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Me and Danny tried so long to get that. What is up with my voice?
It's all the sugar in that Coke.
Yeah. Me and Danny tried so long to get that record for long-nosed gar in Indiana. We wanted to.
I know.
And we got so close, too, but we never broke it.
You guys need to almost like try that. He needs to come up when that water's low and they're running in the summer and try to catch them again.
Yep.
And try it again. Yeah, you guys.
Sure.
The one you guys got was stinking big though.
The record on fishing pole was 5 foot and 22 pounds, and we got 4'9" and 18 pounds.
Now, how would you prove that to them it was on a fishing pole if you don't have the whole thing recorded?
Just bring it to them.
But how would you be like, yeah, I caught this on a pole? How would they be like, oh, you did, how, you know what I mean? Like, how would you 100% prove it wasn't like a jug or something?
Right. I don't know if you can.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. It's interesting.
Maybe the other person caught it by a jug and said it was by a fishing pole.
Yeah.
Just to have the record.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just curious how they prove that is all.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you guys might be able to film it.
Yeah, we could. It's not that hard.
If you get kind of like, we got something, turn your camera on.
What we do is we catch it by jug,
and
bring it on land, and then hook it, throw it back out.
In your pond.
Yeah.
Rethrow it in your pond and reel it back in. That way, if he gets off, he's there.
Yeah, you can catch him again. Yeah. Yeah, but we shot him with the bow. Bigger than that. But what's
the record for that?
I don't know if there is a record. I've never seen a record for that.
There's gotta be.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure it's huge too.
That's true. It's obviously. I mean, you can tell the difference between shooting with a bow or pole, but just like jugging and pole, I don't think you can. I don't know if you could tell the difference in that at all. They would be the same, I would think.
Right. I don't know.
Or maybe they consider it to be similar, jugging and a pole, similar enough to where they're like, we don't really care to make a difference.
Right, maybe. Gar are pretty hard to catch on jug, though.
Are they?
Because, like, they just chew on it, and, they swallow it.
Right.
But they're not like a catfish where they just come up and grab it. They're going to chew on it and stuff. So for them to actually swallow it, they'd have to, take it up above the bottom of the jug. You know what I'm saying? Like, not, they're not going to go vertical in order to swallow it.
Gotcha.
Gotcha,
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
Of course, they could just hook themselves, but it's pretty hard to hook a gar, too.
You would see that. So you could see the difference between a foul hook.
Yeah.
And I guess if it's hard to catch them on jug, I guess they're like, what's it matter?
Right.
Okay.
You could. Right. I wonder if there's a swallowed hook rule. Like, I wonder if you.
But he could swallow the hook if you had him on pole, too.
Right. But what if you're not? What if that just doesn't count if he does?
Well, that would suck for the person who got the record and he swallowed the hook on a pole.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they really differ on that or not. I've caught them on pole. And it's been weird because wouldn't think I would catch them.
Yeah. You have to get really lucky to hook them normally because you have to go through the nostril and that's the only way. I've hooked them down before. Mm-hmm. Where, in their bottom jaw, because that's soft. Or they've swallowed it. Besides that, or they roll. I've caught them where they roll the line up before.
I've had a catfish do that. grab it and roll, and
Mhm.
then just scum up your line. Maybe so mad, but just scum just dripping off the line. I ended up just cutting all of it off. Like, I'm not even gonna waste my time with this scummed up line. I'll just reattach whatever I got going on. And I think it was like a spinner, which I was surprised. I mean, I know they can be aggressive occasionally, but I don't. That's the first and only time I ever caught one on a spinner.
What kind of catfish was it?
It's a darker one. I can't remember. It's not
Was
a blue.
it channel cat?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Those will go after stuff for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't stay as deep as most catfish. Like they'll come all the way up to the top sometimes, even.
And I do like the looks of like a blue cat.
Yeah.
I do like the color. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, because
don't-
most catfish are just gross and depressing looking.
Yeah. They don't put up much of a fight though. Like a 30-pound blue cat versus like a 12-pound flathead. Like the flathead puts
Right.
up a harder fight. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's in their breed, for some reason they're just not aggressive and just don't care.
Yeah.
I'm pretty enough; they'll throw me back.
Right.
Uh,
I'm just looking at. I feel like mine's quiet for some reason,
maybe I'm just talking louder.
but I don't know. Like I feel like I have to get closer to normal, but I could be tripping.
I do notice that. Yeah, mine is definitely louder.
Yeah. Like if I'm talking right here, like doesn't it sound far away
Yes.
versus like right here?
Right. That's how
I
it
don't
should
know.
sound.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Oh well. Can you turn it up?
I don't think there's a way to turn up. There is to turn both up, but there's.
That sounds louder already. Something weird.
But I could.
Are you just closer to it right now?
Yeah.
I can say it sounds better already.
I mean, I can turn it up, but that doesn't. That just turns up what's recorded. That doesn't turn up the.
I don't know. It's out of my realm.
There is a way that I could do that if it was just this one on the line, but otherwise it'll just turn yours up too. So that doesn't.
And then I'll be like, you'll be normal, and then I'll be, ah.
Yeah.
So over the weekend.
Yeah. So, we do have a couple questions.
Oh, do we?
Do
you remember them?
I
You
think
should
I
have
remember
sent
them.
them to me, but
Yeah, I forgot about that. I know one was like, okay, yeah, I remember them.
Okay.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food? Woo. Not turkey. I can tell you that much.
turkey's definitely out.
Turkey is no one's favorite Thanksgiving
Oh
food.
my goodness! Did I tell you about? I'll answer the question in a minute. But did I tell you about the argument? Not really an argument, but kind of an argument between me and my mom about turkey.
Think so.
So I'll do it for the podcast. But we were talking about what we're gonna have for Thanksgiving, and I said, "Can we not have turkey?" She's like, "Oh, we have to have turkey. It's awesome." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's awful. It's dry. 9 times out of 10, it's dry. I have had some good turkey. I will say that, but it was deep fried, and nobody wants to take the time to deep fry turkey. All right, everybody oven cooks it. It's awful. It's dry. Everybody eats dark meat first. That's the best.
Yeah.
The white meat's so dry. I mean, you choke trying to swallow it. Like, it's awful." And she goes, "Oh no, it's good." I said, "When other than Thanksgiving do you ever eat turkey?" Oh, I was like, "You eat chicken, right? Because that's good." He's like, "Yeah, I eat chicken." Like, well, then we should have chicken for Thanksgiving. I mean, if we're gonna have a bird.
We usually have duck. We have duck
When? Where?
at Thanksgiving. At like our small group one.
Okay, but not the tune one.
Right, not at the tune one.
I say because Kayla's already gonna make a turkey.
Yeah.
And then that's
Yeah.
like the thing.
We
I'd like to
usually-
try to. I wish I could get her to like.
we usually
deep
have
fry it or
some
something.
turkey too, but like mainly we just care about the duck. And sometimes we get like the little Cornish hens too.
So, I don't know. I'm definitely there's like 3 tops for me, and I also like them whether it's Thanksgiving or not. And I guess I will go with one that for sure is only at Thanksgiving for the most part that I really ever get, which is the actual cornbread with the corn in it.
Okay.
You know
I
what I'm
did
talking
not
about?
see that coming at all. Yeah, I
Like
know what you're talking about.
that's the only time I actually ever get to eat that is on Thanksgiving.
I
Now
actually just got to eat that the other day.
that's good stuff. I really like it,
Yeah,
but
it's
that's
good.
the only time I ever get it is during Thanksgiving. But like my tops though, like I like green bean casserole.
Yeah.
But I get that here and there through
Oh,
the
really?
year. Yeah, my grandmother likes
Nice.
to make it. Kayla, that's one of Kayla's favorites, so she makes it for meals here and there. And then, which this one's a very common one to get in a lot of meals. But like, I love mashed potatoes and gravy. Period.
Right.
But like the corn casserole, I think is that what it's called? Maybe
I
I'm not sure what it's
I
called.
don't know what you're talking
Unfortunately,
about, I guess.
it's cornbread, but it actually has corn in
Right,
it.
yeah.
And I think it's like a cornbread casserole
Something
type of
like
thing.
that, yeah.
I really like it, but Thanksgiving the only time. So I'm going to go with that just because Thanksgiving's the only time I can get that out of my favorites that I look forward to.
Yeah. Green bean casserole, period, for me. Like,
Absolutely. I mean,
I
that's
will-
definitely one of my tops for sure.
I would eat that every day.
Yeah.
I would. Something about that. And it's weird because, like, I'm not a huge green bean guy either, but something about green bean casserole is just...
I like green beans.
And, you know, it depends who makes it, too, of course. But
Well,
I've had
yeah.
some good ones and some bad ones and
Sure.
some really amazing ones. So,
I mean, I definitely agree. It's definitely one of my tops for sure. But because I mean, granted, it's only 3 or 4 times a year, maybe. For sure, I'll get it
Yeah.
at least once or twice other than Thanksgiving. So that's one reason why I went the other way, just because I can get it, that every, couple times a year. So, but definitely a good pick for sure. What would be your next pick under that?
well, and it's not like classic Thanksgiving, but duck. I mean, because we have duck
I
every year,
do
and I
like
always
duck.
look forward to the duck.
I do like duck. I kind of wish I wish we could change ours, but turkey still just for whatever reason is like. I wonder why turkey is the traditional
Yeah.
bird. Now, I mean, I remember being a kid and seeing like they would do the whole pilgrim and Indian thing, and
right.
they had a turkey, but
But-
did they even really have turkey?
Right. I don't
No.
think we have any real
They pr-
evidence of that.
They
but
probably had
I don't know.
deer or something.
I didn't like study that,
And
so I'm not sure.
do you remember the baskets they had when you were little that they put out during Thanksgiving? It had like squash and then like what they call it Indian corn. It was all different like colors.
Yeah.
Like it's just funny to like you didn't even eat any of that stuff. Like that was just decorational
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Weren't
Is-
they on the coast though, too? So they probably
Right.
ate fish
Right, that's true. Well,
and
the
deer.
first ones were on the coast, obviously, but I mean, they were all throughout. I mean, when did they actually
right, but
have
like
this?
the first Thanksgiving
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
that
what
in?
I don't know.
Wasn't that in
Rhode Island?
Virginia? I thought it was Virginia.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking Rhode Island for some reason. It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
'cause
I could be wrong.
I
for
think it's
sure.
Virginia.
Okay. But yeah, if it's on the coast, definitely probably some fish involved. Some dirty old clams.
Well, even inland, there's probably still fish involved.
That's true, like streams and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder how much fishing they actually did in the ocean.
Right. Probably not a
much.
lot.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they probably did mainly like stream stuff and like bank, or not bank, or I guess it'd be bank. Just right on
Yeah.
the shore is what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Right on the shore, like spear type deal or whatever,
Right.
like the prong.
Right.
So it's like smaller fish that come in.
Yeah.
Or like a big whale that washes up. We got to get
Oh,
it
yeah.
soon,
You could get a lot of meat off.
But
Yeah.
how quickly did you have to act though? Like,
Oh yeah.
You know what
You'd
I mean?
have to find it, and it obviously it has to be fresh. But
sounds very much just like luck.
yeah.
Could you imagine if you're starving, like this giant whale washes up? Like, I'm gonna take this chance. Take a chance and eat it. Well, I mean, we already talked about it before in the last one, but when it comes to fish, it's got to be done right. I got sick off of some fish that was in a restaurant. It's definitely cooked at some high temperatures, but if it's bad, it's bad.
Yep. So, okay, yeah, the second question was also Thanksgiving related. What is your favorite Thanksgiving memory? I think was, which is interesting to me because, like, I don't particularly remember making Thanksgiving memories. Like, you eat,
Right. Like all of them
there
are
you
the
go.
same.
Yeah. We would
Uh,
we would play games sometimes afterward. We'd like play the dictionary game or
right.
whatever afterward, but that's
But is
about
that
it.
any different than any other Thanksgiving that you normally have? And
No,
was that like a one-time thing?
no,
That's a good memory.
we usually play a game afterward.
Okay. So,
At the family ones, though, I feel like something easily could have happened at a
but
family
they're all.
Thanksgiving.
I feel like they're all the same. For the most part. I mean, they're all fun.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're all very similar. I mean, I can't think of like even with my side versus your guys' side. I don't really have like a one-time Thanksgiving memory that's like fantastic. Like we
yeah.
burnt the turkey, so there was no turkey. uh, so let's change it for a second.
Mhm.
All right, what are your favorite Thanksgiving traditions that you look forward to on Thanksgiving?
The duck.
Let the duck go, man. Move on. We're just all gonna check duck. Yes, he loves duck.
um. What do we? We don't do a whole lot, you know. I mean, I don't know. I just look forward to eating, I guess.
Okay, so
Because, like, even at the family ones, we just kind of eat.
there, other than eating, there's anything specific that you look forward to? Like, do you like playing the games afterwards? You kind of look forward to that
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you look forward to?
I mean,
And if not, it's no big deal. I'll just
I guess seeing people's nice,
talking to family.
Yeah. I just gotta ask me questions.
Pretend like it was funny. It wasn't. I mean, for me, like, so when I think of Thanksgiving and traditions and things, I really get excited about football. So when I was a kid, it was always Detroit playing on Thanksgiving. I think now they kind of just whoever. I don't think they keep it necessarily a tradition, but football on Thanksgiving, the parade. But I only watch like part of it.
I
don't watch the
didn't
whole
even
thing.
know there was a Thanksgiving parade.
Yeah. I will say one of the traditions I really liked when I was a kid, and I usually try to keep up with it, is watching Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving. No? You know
No.
who Charlie Brown is?
Yeah.
Okay, I just checking.
I've never heard of Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I've watched Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, he's got Christmas, he's got Thanksgiving. The man did it all, Jason.
It makes sense. If you do Christmas.
He had a dog and a
Might as well.
bird, kicked a football, sometimes as long as she would hold it.
Tried to kick a football.
But that's like my thing. There's, that and honestly, another tradition that I've started, and only because Kayla makes me wait, is on Thanksgiving. So like on Thanksgiving Day, so like ours is not on Thanksgiving Day, like your family.
Right.
But my family will probably have ours actually on Thanksgiving Day. I'm off this year, so we'll have ours, and then right after we get done eating football or whatever, I'll go back home, and I'll put up the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, let everybody know, if you don't know me, right after Halloween, I want it up. And I mean, we don't even celebrate Halloween, but it's just like my center point of like Halloween's over. It's Christmas time. Thanksgiving, yeah, we're gonna have some great meals, but let's put the tree up. And so Kayla makes me wait till Thanksgiving, at least till Thanksgiving, to put the tree up, and then she will have to take it down before I put it up. I'll put everything up. I'll decorate the house. I'll put the tree up, and me and the girls will I'll wait till the girls are off of school and everything, and we'll put the decorations on together, and then it'll be like February. It'll still be up, and she's finally had enough of it. And I'll come home. All the decorations will be off the tree. I'm like, all right. and I'll put it up.
That's great.
But I will wait her out until she does that, because I want to leave it. If I was single, it would be up all year round. It really would be.
It's Christmas every day.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. I love the lights and the decorations, and for me, I think it's just something about when I was a kid and just life. I just love Christmas. I love everything about it. So I would just leave it up all year round if I was single, or if Kayla would let me. Or if I had a man cave that I could just control everything inside.
Right, you just have your Christmas
corner.
Christmas room, yeah.
Like, there's the computer, there's my chair, there's my tree.
I gift myself once a week.
Yeah. What those presents underneath? Don't worry about that. Those are only for me. I have all my name on it.
That's great. Yeah. So, we said Thanksgiving memories. So, what's your favorite Christmas traditions or memories or whatever?
Oh my gosh, so many. I mean, as far as memories go, as a kid, I have a lot. I think the biggest memory that first just pops in my head when it comes to Christmas when I was a kid is I got one of my favorite gifts was an Indian headdress. I got the full chief, it went all the way down to my feet, just this giant, which I guess now would not be culturally appropriate. But I had this giant headdress on, Indian headdress. I really liked it. But traditions, and I still hold on to them, other than the things I've already mentioned, like having the kids help me decorate the tree. Movies. There's certain movies I watch.
Elf is one of them.
Elf is 100% one of them.
Yeah, we watch Elf
now,
every
granted,
year.
That is a newer one that we will watch.
Oh, yeah. That's the only movie that I watch more than once. That's the only movie that we watch every year. Is Elf.
The Christmas Story.
Okay, Napoleon Dynamite. I won't watch Napoleon Dynamite multiple times, but
during Christmas?
No, just in general.
They make Christmas. Have you seen the Christmas Story?
No.
You've never seen the Christmas Story?
I don't think so.
Oh man, I'm really surprised about that one. That is, I will watch that.
The amount of movies I haven't seen continue.
I know, but it's that one there is not. There's nothing inappropriate necessarily about that movie that I think that you or your family maybe wouldn't want. Now, granted, it's not. There's nothing biblical instilled in the movie.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a time. It's there
definitely isn't an elf either. So
that's true too. I guess. I don't. But if you guys watch Elf, I mean, I think you would watch. Your parents watch Elf, Elf.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know why they wouldn't watch Christmas. Unless they just don't like Christmas Story, I guess.
I don't even know.
The Christmas Story is a classic.
I know it is.
It's
somehow.
I think basically, I think the biggest thing is, it's just that time era of life during Christmas, and a lot of people can relate to the blue collar lifestyle that this family lives and this kid went through as a during Christmas time. I think is a lot of it. A lot that has to do a lot of it. Everybody can see feel a piece of their life in this movie, and they're making a second one.
You know what tradition I should start this year?
The Christmas Story. Yeah, we'll watch it together. Come over to my house. It will be on. I think Fox still runs it 24 hours during Christmas Day.
Huh. Okay.
I could be wrong, but there used to be a channel that would run that movie just 24 hours all Christmas Day. That's all they would run. Just keep repeating it.
What I was going to say is starting, I should just get, every year, I should order a new low-budget Christmas movie, and we should all watch it together.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
That would be so much fun. I love watching horrible movies. That's one of my favorite things.
I am to a point. Now, there are some that are just so awful that I check out. It really just depends.
Well, they have to be so bad they're good. They can't be high. They can't be high budget and bad writing. You know what I mean? They have to be low budget and hilarious. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, so they're making a second Christmas Story.
Okay.
It's going to have the same kid, but now he's a dad.
Uh-huh.
And that kid, by the way, plays an elf. The kid in the Christmas Story plays an elf. He's one of the elves in the toy making scene. He's the main guy that goes, how many have you made?
Okay.
Yeah,
An elf?
that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
He was the kid in Christmas Story.
Cool.
And then now he's going to be in this next one as an adult in his own Christmas Story. It's like, what's it called? I think it might be like Christmas Story or something like that. I'm not sure exactly the name. I don't remember, but it's like the problem is they're releasing it like the 17th or 19th of November.
Ooh.
Why wouldn't you release it close to Christmas?
Right. At least like December.
Right. It seems a little odd to me.
Right.
To release it that early. I will also say as far as newer Christmas movies go, what was it? I think it's 8-Bit Christmas, which is actually kind of more of a Christmas story in line with my own childhood. So I do like it because it's kind of the same thing, but instead of getting a Red Ryder, which is what the Christmas Story is about, 8-Bit Christmas is about getting like the Nintendo.
Okay.
So that's kind of more of like my childhood timeline is trying to get like this game station.
Right. Yeah.
So
That was definitely
yeah.
a big deal at your era.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get a PlayStation until I was like 15 or something, and it was a PlayStation 2, which was way out of date. I think PlayStation 4 was out at that time.
Which, I mean, if you haven't
do.
experienced anything else, that's still a pretty cool experience.
Yeah.
And at that point, you can get any game you want. All the games that have ever been released for you, it's out there. And they're cheaper at that point.
Yep.
Because they're not like considered a collectible at that point 'cause it's not old enough.
Right. I have a PS4 now, though. And like, I don't see a reason to get anything better than that. Like, is PS5 better? Like, I'm sure it is, but like
graphics, and eventually they'll quit making games for the PS4. That's why a lot of people move up eventually.
Right.
And and I went back and forth on getting a PS5 or the Xbox, the new Xbox.
Right.
And I ended up going with the Xbox. And I've never been an Xbox guy. I've always been a PlayStation guy since PS1 came out. My grandmother bought me a PS1, then the 2, then the 3, and the 4. And I've never owned an Xbox. Never even liked Xbox. It's definitely one of those like PlayStation's better type of people. And I always thought it was, and I agreed with that thought till this year. One of my favorite games, Bethesda, it made Skyrim.
Right, yeah.
Xbox bought them.
Oh.
So PlayStation will no longer have Bethesda games.
Yeah, I think PlayStation's over.
And
like,
that's
Xbox
why
owns everything, dude.
That's why I went to Xbox. I bought an Xbox because Bethesda's releasing a newer open world game later next year. It's supposed to be this year. They pushed it back. It's going to be next year. And I want to play it. So
yeah, the Xbox has Bethesda, and like they have Red Dead Redemption, of course, that's massive, and they have Halo, which is super massive.
I don't like Halo though. I will admit
but
that.
I'm just saying, it's
I tried. Yeah,
franchise.
That's true. That's true. A lot of people love Halo.
Most of the people I know love Halo.
I got friends because that was big when I was in high school. Like I had friends like missing school, going to those midnight releases back before you do like digital download. They would go stand in line. I did it once. It's a pretty cool experience. But then you rush home and you play the game. Now it's already midnight. Are you really going to school the next day? No. So when the new Xbox came out, we had a few friends that we knew stood in line and were not going to be in the next day at school. It was definitely was a different experience with video games when I was a kid. And I think there was more to experience. Now, it's a digital download. You don't have to go anywhere. You sit at home. It releases. You click on it. It downloads. I feel like a lot of the experience to it is gone. When I was a kid, like, oh, it's coming out. And you also didn't have a bunch of them coming out throughout the year.
Uh-huh.
You had like your main ones that were coming out that people wanted. and newer ones that people thought would be good and then just didn't really pan out.
Yeah.
But you had your certain ones that people were excited for. They'd go and stand in line till midnight, which you didn't have to do. But if you wanted to play it as soon as you could, that was as soon as you could do it. And people would stand in line. People would get in line early and like have chairs and tents and everything else for this midnight release and get their game, go home, play it, binge it all night long. Probably did. Honestly, when we were all at school, they probably didn't miss it because they were in bed. They probably missed it because they were still playing it. More than likely, knowing these people.
Yeah, for sure.
I liked games, but I wasn't considered a gamer necessarily.
Yeah.
But I like playing.
Yeah. I'm so far behind at this point that I can't even play with people, because I'm just not good enough.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I can play 2K, I can keep up in 2K, and I can keep up, in simple games. Like, we love to play Gang Beasts. Did you ever play Gang Beasts?
No. Doesn't sound familiar to me.
It's such a fun game to play with people. It's not a single-player game, really, at all.
Is it on what?
It's on everything, I think.
What are you playing it on?
We play it on the Switch, and we play it on the PlayStation.
Okay.
So,
no, I've never heard of that. What's that one about?
You are just little characters. You make them, and you fight. You just fight each other. It's just a fighting game, basically. You're on a landscape, and you have, like, punch, headbutt, kick, and, like, you can grab people, and you're kind of floppy, so you're just, like, flopping around, hitting each other, and you have to try to throw each other off the map. So, like, if you knock them out, they're out for a minute, and then you can grab them and pick them up and throw them.
So kind of like sumo wrestling?
Sure.
You look so disappointed, like that's all I got out of it, and you're like, sure, yeah, all right.
It's hard to explain, but it's just...
That's fine.
It's very intense, because, like, if you wait for a second, then they'll just pick you up and throw you off,
So other than that, what other games do you play?
I basically just play 2K.
That's
literally...
it. Have you ever played Skyrim?
Yeah. I've played Skyrim.
Like it, don't like it?
I like it.
In middle.
I don't love it. I don't...
Really? I'm like
I
a freak about it,
I think it's really awesome.
I am...
But I just, I'm amazed by it, but I don't get sucked into the story for some reason.
Oh, dude. Now, I liked all their games beforehand anyways. The Elder Scroll games. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I played them... I played all the Elder Scrolls. Well, I don't know if I played all of them, but I definitely played a couple before Skyrim. Skyrim came out, awesome. I still play it. I mean, it's fantastic. And then they're finally coming out with a new game, but this one's supposed to be, I think, in space.
Whoa.
And they're very well known for just open world, a lot of things going on.
That would be wild.
I mean, I've never technically finished Skyrim, which I think you can.
Yeah.
But there's just so many. You got your main missions and side missions, and the side missions have multiple missions in them. It's like join the Thieves Guild. So then you got to do multiple missions in the Thieves Guild. You got to do certain missions to get in. Then once you're in, you have multiple missions to do in there. And then there's usually this main bad person at the end that you have to defeat, but then you can still go and get missions from them if you want, even though the main story of the Thieves Guild is over. You can still do other things, like get missions, smaller missions and stuff if you want to, if you're bored and you really just like sneaking around and stealing stuff.
Yeah.
But I 100% drawn in on that game.
The main problem with me with games is I never have enough time to play them. So,
true.
I can play maybe an hour, and I'm just done.
You have to be willing.
So done after an hour.
You have to be willing to waste time.
Yeah. Dude, an hour is all I can handle mentally, or else I just feel guilty. I don't feel guilty. And that's a blessing, because I don't
feel guilty because I do it at times when I know I got a ton of free time.
Yeah, see, I don't feel like I ever have free time. Like, if I have free time, I feel like I need to be working on something. Like, I need to be
Like what?
editing.
Okay,
I
like
need to
what?
be
Okay, but you
cleaning
have
my room
all right.
better. I need to be,
What? Your room is like a closet. Okay, there's no way you're spending time cleaning your room. You got a
right, but I
bed.
can organize
You
it
have a
better. I might
bed,
need to
a
dust,
dresser, and a closet. You got nothing else in there. You could rearrange your metals on the window.
I need to go build a table. Like, I have to do something. I can't.
I mean, we look at it differently, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't. There's nothing wrong with
If it's
being
late,
able to play video game, but I can't.
If it's late, kids are in bed. Say the wife goes to bed early, and I don't have work, and I have 3 hours to where like I want to stay up for 3 hours, and there's not like a movie or a show to watch. I'll play. I got 3 hours I can just give my life to. Now, granted, I used to give way more than 3 hours to it. I will be completely honest. I used to 100% be in on the games when me and Kayla first got together. And I would literally just work and play video games. You know, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't work out. I didn't care about that stuff anymore because I worked so much.
Right.
So it was like my one little escape and enjoyment in life. Because I also hated my job at that point in time so much. I wanted to escape from that.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have time for it anymore either. But there's, like, just weird times, like, late at night. Now, granted, I'm hardly ever on. And I feel bad because I know Danny wants to play a lot. But I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
And I've told him no quite a bit the last few times he's asked. And I feel bad. So, like I don't have the time.
Yeah.
You know, and if I do, it's only going to be like 30 minutes, which is by the time you fire it up and we finally link up online, there's 15 minutes gone, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But I work so much, and then when I'm not working, I'm working out, and I'm so focused on this powerlifting, and I'm really wanting to go somewhere with it that I can't stop, you know. I can't not give time to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I've even had other friends be like, well, all you do is work and work out. I'm like, yeah, that's my life right now.
Yeah.
You know, when I have free time, it goes to Kayla and the kids. So when I do have free time, it can't go to anybody else.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'll play like one, 6-minute quarter game on 2K, like maybe 3 times a week. I'll do that, and that's all I can bear. You know, like not just that, but I get bored. But like if I'm playing a game that takes time and invested time to do, I'm just so by the time I get to playing again, I'm just like, I don't want to play this.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I do like sports games for the fact that, like, so I do have the new Madden, but I'll play it like one game.
Right.
You know, it'll be like Sunday afternoon. Kids have, they're kind of old for like actual naps, but they have like what we call quiet time where they get like books.
Yeah, we did that.
Like no screen time. There's no, like you lay down, you have a book you can read or color or whatever, and sometimes they take naps, but. And while they're doing that, sometimes I'll play Madden. I'll play one game, like one football game, and that'll be it. So I mean, that's just kind of a cool thing about the sports games. If you do like them, you can throw it on, play one game, and then I'll be done with it.
Right.
You kind of get your fill of some video game time without having to waste 3-4 hours.
Right. Yeah.
But I used to some of the games I would just time escapes from you.
Yeah.
Because I would stay up late on purpose. Okay, everybody's in bed. Okay, I'm going to play a little bit. And look up. It's been an hour. Like, all right, maybe 30 more minutes. Look up. It's been 2 hours. It's already past that 30-minute mark. I'm like, okay, I have to stop. Like, I'll finish this one little thing, and then I'll put it down. And then it's like 3 hours. I'm like, okay. Like, it's, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I do have to go to bed. I have things to do tomorrow. Sometimes those games are just so addictive, and the storyline and the things that are going on, it's hard to stop and have that stopping point.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, and like Isaac and like our friend group at Slam, they all play Minecraft together, and they have a world together, and they have laws, and they have like crazy, and they want me to play with them, but I'm just like,
that would be super addictive.
Yeah.
To have friends like that and to have your own world, I got
Yeah, it'd be super
hours,
fun.
man,
But
hours.
I don't have time.
Right.
So like I could play
You have time.
I could play
You don't want to give what your free time
oh
to that.
God, no.
That's what it is. You have time. You just don't want to give your time to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just sacrificing whatever you're going to do, those 2 or 3 hours you would normally do before bed, and do that instead.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
not that you don't have time. You would rather do something else.
Right.
Which is fine.
So and it's like I want to play, but maybe I could play, maybe 30 minutes a night or something. And
we should have had Wyatt for this episode. I would love to hear.
he's done so much.
Right. I know. I would like to know the time that he has put into some of that stuff. I'll be honest with you. I like watching him play. To be honest, it's kind of cool.
Yep. But like the stuff that they'll build in Minecraft is just mind blowing to me. Like I'll spend an hour working on something, and I'm like, this is tiny and boring, and you know what I'm saying?
You got like a little hut of like sticks and dung, and then you got like this giant mansion that goes underground with like a lava pit.
Exactly. Yeah, like it's just like so.
When it first came out, I did play that
from
game, and it is super addictive. But
Yeah.
I didn't have like a group of friends to make a world.
Right.
So, but I could imagine playing that game and have like a group of friends that have your own world and stuff. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and they make missions for each other, and they all go on missions together. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool, but I just can't do it. Also, I don't have Wi-Fi, so that's
boo.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have Wi-Fi in 2022?
people who live way out in the country.
They do. You don't. And put a satellite on one of those animals. I mean, they're out there. You got a barn? Put it at the top of the barn. Instead of one of those wind things, you got like an antenna up there.
Right. Yeah. It's not been super long. Do you want... We can totally cut it if you want, but you want to try to do some improv?
Sure. We could try it. Yeah, I don't care. We can give her a run, I guess. Oh, welcome back from that commercial break. We're back at the game here. 9th inning, tied up at 2-2.
Very low scoring game, I must say.
Yes, the pitching has been phenomenal. As the finishers come out, we got the guy that only has one pitch, but it is a great curveball. It's a 50-50 on what he throws here.
You know, I've been getting thrown a lot of curveballs myself in the recent years.
Leave your wife out of it.
Okay. Why are you always so mean to me, Gerald?
Just drink another beer, Johnny. Here we go.
And he's thrown.
Oh, a swing and a miss, but the bat goes flying in the crowd and hits a kid.
Oh, no.
Oh, get paramedics down there.
Oh, that's my son. It's all right.
Oh, sorry. Looks like your wife is already with another man.
Not shocking.
And brought your kid to the game that you announced at.
Swing and a miss. It's been most of my life ever since Christina.
And, he hits a ground ball. Throw it out at first.
Yeah.
Oh, no. All right. Anyways, how was your weekend?
It was horrible.
And the next batter's up. And here comes the pitch. It's a fly ball. It might be. It could be. It's caught by the second baseman. That is 2 outs.
I've also had 2 outs in the past 2 years.
Oh, depressing life. Moving on.
Why don't you want to feel my pain with me and share in my...
And the last batter, possibly, depending on what happens here, comes up. This is their last chance to possibly break out of this tie and move ahead in this ball game.
Now, I know I've been announcing for 7 years. But
was that it?
No.
'Cause,
Gerald, you're so mean. Listen, I tried to say I know I've been announcing for 7 years.
oh, there's a strike, Johnny. We have a
Stop
game happening.
Stop interrupting me. I'm trying to express myself. You know, in the future, I bet
And
they're
if
going to
you-
make laws against people like you.
And if you want to express yourself, make sure to go down in the store and get you a nice ice cold Bud Light. And
This is sponsored by Bud Light. Anyway, as I was saying, I've been announcing for 7 years.
That's right, ice cold Bud
I
Light.
went
Any
To
store
college
around your
for
town.
6. But I've never quite learned that if there's a tie at the end of a baseball game, do they just continue playing, or is it a tie? I figured I would ask you, Gerald.
Of course they
considering-
continue the game, you dope. You've been up here forever. We've been doing
I'm
many games
sorry.
together.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we just missed it. Strike 3. That's 3 outs. They were not able to do anything, and they were
high.
going to switch the other teams. Now we're going for a commercial break, and we're off. Are you kidding me? What are you doing out there?
I'm sorry.
We have a game to announce. And we're back.
I've just
All right,
been through
folks.
a lot this
Folks, we're back.
This
At least
last
I'm
year.
trying to rein them in here, folks. I know we go through this like every game.
And now I'm gonna lose my job. I don't know what to do.
Pull yourself together here.
I have taxes due in 3 days.
All right, so do we all.
Christina.
She's moved on, as we can all see down there. All right, other teams up. Let's focus on this game here.
There's
Oh,
only
what a
one
hit!
option left.
It's what?
He said there's one option left.
Oh no. All right. Everyone just chill out. The ball was hit, by the way. It's in the left field. It's back by the one. All right, he made the second. We got a guy on second. No outs. Looks like they could win this ball game.
Hard. I've been thinking hard. Very, very hard.
And if you think hard, make sure you get this soft pillow from Pillow Man. Our other sponsor of the day.
There's one common factor between all these problems in my life.
And the next batter's coming up as we try to focus back on the game.
Not Jackie Robinson.
Of course not. It could be. You don't know. You're not even watching the game.
Listen.
And
It's you.
Okay. All right. It's me. It's me, folks. That's right. That's the saying of McDonald's new burger. It's me. It's me. Come down and get it.
See how annoying you are?
All right. And there goes.
You're just ignoring me, not addressing my problems. All 7 years we've been doing this together, and you've never cared.
And there's the pitch.
You've never asked me how I'm
Oh,
doing.
what a hit. It squeaks through second and third. He's rounding
never
third base.
asked me.
There's the throw.
One question
It's
pertaining
not
to my
time.
mental
Cubs
health.
win. Cubs win.
So I'm going to have to kill you.
Oh, talk about game's over. Security. Oh, that was pretty good. I like that one.
It's fun. I didn't do any announcing at all.
I
but-
know, like zero. like that. Oh, that's my son. That's good. Baseball one I thought was pretty decent for our first time just winging one. I definitely
Yeah.
think the baseball was probably our best one.
Yeah. It was definitely the best skit idea. Like an idea for like an announcer's like having a mental breakdown
Right.
during the announcing.
Right.
I like that idea. That feels like a good concept.
That's pretty cool. I didn't think you'd have a meltdown in it. But I do have to say I did like the part where like commercial break and like, hey, what are you doing over here?
Yeah.
We're trying to announce a game.
I thought the exact same thing when you did.
Yeah.
And I was about to like go off on you, but you went on me first, so that was good. I wish I was better at acting though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could keep my composure and actually go all out on a. If I was
if we
more
do this
confident,
more,
we would be.
I think
more
if we do this
confident, yeah.
more, I think it'll start rolling better.
Yeah. So what we have to do, what we have to get better at doing, which like a lot of good podcasts I listen to do, is that they will just go into like bit mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where like they're not actually being themselves, but like they're acting like they're dumb or something, and they're acting like they're frustrated with each other, but they're not actually not. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely have to say that, like, I think controlling my laughter will be the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because when you're having your meltdown, I'm dying over here.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like trying not to laugh because it doesn't sound as natural or as good if I'm laughing on top
Right.
of you having your meltdown. Composing myself will probably be one of my harder challenges for sure,
Mhm.
like in certain moments.
Yeah. I'm in.
All right. Find a good spot. Start searching the crowd.
Let me just get the window open here. It's kind of stuck.
What's taking so long?
The window's stuck, all right?
You had 10 years of training. You can't open
Okay,
a window?
okay.
Oh my gosh, make more noise.
Do you want me to? I'm about to, though.
No,
Okay.
not really.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So bossy.
Yeah, I am the boss. So, yeah, makes sense.
I'm the boss. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right, which dude is it?
All right, he's wearing a green shirt.
Okay. I see
Like
one.
like a pale like vomit green shirt,
Okay.
but with a small yellow flower on the front.
Okay. Well, I see this guy. I don't think that's the right guy. I'm seeing this guy who's got like a teal shirt on that like it is the descriptors. He's got like a teal shirt.
Right.
He's got
right.
like shorts on with red
Right,
flowers
right.
and tigers on it.
Right. Yeah, that's not it. That's not
Are
it.
you sure?
That's I don't know how you're seeing me right now. But yeah, wrong guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're looking for like a vomit green shirt with a
Okay.
yellow flower in the middle.
Okay.
We're looking for brown
Ooh.
pants.
Okay. I see a guy.
Okay.
He's walking over into the road right now.
Okay.
Looks like he's grabbing a child. Oh, he has a child.
What? Take him out.
No, he's holding the child right now. I'm going to shoot the child.
Uh,
He's like holding the child up, playing with him.
well, don't shoot it. Why would you shoot the child?
You just told me to take the shot.
Not of the kid, of the guy taking the child. It sounds
Well,
like he's a kidnapper.
Can't. He has the child like right above his head.
Well, shoot them both. Take them both out. That's it. Just
What?
Take them both out.
Fine.
No, I'm just no. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't.
Joke.
know,
You can't joke about.
sorry. I don't know what's happening.
Who?
Is he wearing the attire that I described to you?
Yes.
What's his shirt look like?
It is vomit brown with green pants.
That's not correct.
He has a brown frog on his shirt.
It's backwards. It's backwards. That's not what I said. We're looking for a guy. So get away from that guy.
Okay.
Just don't even look at him anymore.
I'm panning
He's
away.
not
Oh no!
the guy
I think
we
he saw
need.
me.
How did he see you? You're up in a building, right?
He looked right into my scope.
You're up at the top of this building that we talked about before,
What are
right?
you no,
Where are you at?
I'm in your house.
What? In- that's good.
I definitely wasn't envisioning myself in your house the whole time, but
That's funny. So at first I thought you were gonna say like the hot dog stand on the end of the street. That's for some reason I like envisioned you like you weren't even in the building. You were like out on the street, like
just
at a,
like
like
in
at a
the middle
picnic
of the
table.
street.
Yeah, like on a picnic table or something, just like out in front of everybody with his rifle.
That'd be funny. That's great.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was good. I like that one.
Yeah,
that was
that was
good.
better for
Yeah.
sure. We kept our composure better too, for sure.
couple moments I was starting to kind
Me too.
of lose a little bit.
Pull the microphone away because I was. Yeah,
That was
fun,
good.
though.
It's good. I think you can kind of. We can kind of say something here, maybe put in front of these if you want to put these two out there, like the baseball one and that one. You could even do the spaceship one if you want. That's up to you. But we can say, this is our first time, trying to do some skits. Yeah. This is maybe kind of the direction we're wanting to take this, and we'll see how it goes.
Yep. We're just trying to kind of get into improving a little bit, maybe just bringing some improv stories into this, basically.
Yeah, something different. Something me and Jason both enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like watching other people do it. I loved Whose Line Is It Anyways? That's been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
I've always enjoyed stuff like that and watched shows like that. So we're gonna give our own hand at it and see where it goes.
What we could do too. Might cut this so it seems like we're still improv, but we can kind of write for this too, or at least ideas. So like,
I like
we can have a prompt, like we can have an idea for a prompt.
Mm-hmm.
You might not have anything, but I might have ideas of jokes and ways that I could direct it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For example, and then you're just kind of riding along. You have no idea what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And then, you could do the same too. If you have ideas, you're like, oh, that'd be funny. And then you can you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do like that would be fine. I'm open to whatever as far as what you want to try. I do kind of like the idea of giving a minimal scene, like the entrance of a scene, and then us go in whatever direction we take it.
Right.
But if doing a certain scene that needs to go a certain direction because you have a certain way that you want to get there, I'm also fine with that if we can work on however to get there.
Right.
Well, I think that one. I think they're tough in their own way, for sure.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
Yeah, we can definitely try out some new stuff. I'll definitely be thinking about this and putting some ideas together, or attempting to put some ideas together, and see what I get out of it.
For sure. Yep. I'm waiting for us to have a podcast where we get in a mood. You know what I mean? Where like we're just having one of those, where like we're doing that automatically. You know what I mean? It'll be fun. It would be fun. We don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Like we come in here and we get in like podcast mode, and then we're like chill. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. Like I think I would have to hear somebody do that to know what exactly you're talking about, I guess.
Yeah.
Because to do an improv thing, I don't know how you would just wing a whole improv out of nowhere, like oh, he's doing an improv right now, and then jump in somehow. I think might be a little tough for me to maybe get, at least in the beginning, till I understand how it works. I think.
Yeah.
Because most improv things I've seen is set up.
Right.
Like I keep bringing it up because that's mainly what I've seen is Whose Line Is It Anyways, and everything's set up, at least the beginning part.
Right.
And then they just kind of wing however they want to go,
Yep. Well, we'll see where this takes us. I have to keep clearing my throat.
All right.
Well, we've been going for a while.
Well, yeah, now for sure. That unfortunately, there's going to be a lot to cut, I think.
Yeah.
With this improv part anyways.
Definitely.